Howdy folks, and welcome back to Jade Empire Part 4. I do not do tips, tricks, guys, walkthroughs, speedruns, 100% trophies, or achievements. I play games for fun with the sole goal in mind. Invade your phones and homes and your big screens, little screens, all screens in between. I hit you with a blast from the past, a wave of nostalgias. We lazy down the laziest of lazy rivers. Lazy river called life, to harken back to a time, an era, a period of the 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s. Some of us might recall when you go over to a buddy's place after school or work, where you drop your pack, drop your gear, drop your butt in a chair or anywhere. It doesn't matter because we were there to play good games. Like, what was it, toe ball? Let's go toe ball. Or play bad games. Like the X-Files. Take your pick. In the end, it wasn't about good games or bad games. It was about hanging out, playing any games that we could get our hands on, whether it was rental or purchase. Long before things like GameFly, which I don't even think they're around anymore. And it was about having laughs, passing the time, and passing some gas. Because life can get in the way, it kicks you in the teeth, especially as you get older. It's harder to organize events with friends and family to get together to do some couch co-op. So I do the videos in hopes that you pop one of them on in the background, or all of them. And that way we allow you to simulate, emulate, and participate in the feeling of sharing the world's biggest couch together. The internet. Where there's a spot available for anybody that wants to walk on by. So whether you're doing your taxes, driving home from work, maybe you got off work and kicked your shoes off, maybe you're getting your hair cut, getting a tattoo, drawing, picking your nose, doing 1,001 other things, or maybe it's 1 o'clock in the morning, you can't sleep, you got your phone on your chest, it's too late to invite someone over. Well, for the next hour and a half, 2 hours, consider me your buddy, your pal, your friend as we explore new games for the first time, or in this case, an old game for the first time. This is a game I have not played. And occasionally we take some skipping strolls down nostalgia lane. See how games fare after 5, 10, 20, 30, or even 40 years after we first dipped our toes into them. I want to give a very special thank you to each and every one of my subscribers, because if it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't be doing these videos. And I make this promise to my subscribers, to each and every subscriber. As long as one of y'all sticks around, I will keep doing videos. No doubt. Any drive-by Rubnik reviewers? Howdy. What do I want to do this time? Wise from your grave. That's got to be one of my favorite vocalizations in video games. Anyways, yep, back to it. Up. So, good games and bad games. There's always been talk about bad games. People always saying, this game's crap. I don't like this game. This game's good. I love this game. Don't get excited, it's just a Red Bull. But in the end, it really, when I say it, I really mean it. Like, even the worst games ever are great when you're playing games with friends. I get you can kind of get a little bit more skeeved or peeved when it's a single player game and one that you don't play with your friends. But even then, I can still have fun with some pretty bad games. Like, objectively bad games. There's plenty of, like, objectively bad games that I enjoy. I've done some top 10s about that before in the past, and some of the 2 OGs play. So, she wants us to save someone. That lady over there. Her boyfriend, I think. And getting beat up by thugs. Probably down here. Is it this guy? No. Is it that guy? No. I think she said down by, like, the docks. Chuman?
Hello, and welcome to Chuman's Woodcrafts. I'm afraid I don't have any woodwork items ready right now. My inventory's a bit understocked.
Who are you?
I'm Chuman the craftsman. Nobody important, just a simple merchant of fine woodwork items. A merchant who may not be in business much longer, I'm afraid. There are several customers who owe me money, but with the dam open, times are hard. I can't expect them to pay me when they can't even feed their families. And if they don't pay me, I can't afford the raw materials to make my woodwork. It's a difficult situation, but I'm trying to make the best of it.
Maybe I could help you collect.
No, that won't be necessary. I don't want to cause any trouble for my customers. I'm sure they'll pay me eventually. At least, I hope so.
Something I started with my costume quest videos. I read any dialogue if it's not spoken. I try to do some terrible voice acting. I mean, some amazing voice acting. Greatest voice actor on the face of the earth. I do try to mix it up a bit. I used to be a lot better with it when I was younger. Part of it's just confidence. The other part is practice. Yeah, I got the confidence for the uncaringness of sounding like an idiot. I've been living with that my entire life. Alright. Your customers are taking advantage of you.
You might be right. I'm a fine craftsman, but I'm not much for business. I extend credit too easily, and then I can't bring myself to collect. It's just not in my nature.
I guess maybe I could help you collect.
No.
Then I could lend you some silver to get back on your feet.
A noble offer, but I must refuse. Prospects for my shop are poor right now. I can't allow you to risk losing your investment. No, things will have to work out on their own.
I never met anybody in life that responded like most of these people. No, don't give me the money. Bull crap. Yeah, sure, thanks.
Good thing. It's an uncomfortable topic, really. It's not so much that I need anyone's charity as I could just use some help around here.
I'm gonna ask you some questions.
No, I'm nobody. You don't want to talk to me. You should speak
You
to
are
Mr. Sheng.
the
He's
most
much more
unhelpful
important than a
person.
simple merchant about to go out of business.
You're going out of business?
There are several customers who owe me money, but with the dam open, times are hard. I can't expect
We've
them
been
to
through
pay me
this.
when they can't even feed
You're
their
running me
families.
around in circles.
And if they don't pay me, I can't afford the raw materials to make my woodwork. It's a difficult situation, but I'm trying to make the best of it.
Yeah, one you put yourself into. That's enough about your business. I want to ask you some questions. Who are you?
I'm Chuma.
Alright, yeah, I'll be going now.
Farewell.
You're absolutely useless. Useless. Absolutely useless. Sengoku Basra, folks. Fisherman.
Ghosts bring wind. Wind is no friend to a river fisherman, I can tell you that.
That's almost like a Jack Nicholson sound. Hey, friend. What you doing, pal? Kick it. Yeah. Who hides 18 silver in there? Go. Go. I'm just checking. Might be a skeleton or like this barrel. Might be a trap. See what happens. Flawed monk gem. You know, I'm not even worried because it's not going to be anything, is it? I gotta check. Flawed monk gem. +1. See, +1 spirit. Pfft. Man, that side hustle. Now that's quick. I remember when I could move that quick. Lucian.
Welcome, stranger! Welcome to beautiful Tian's Landing. Isn't it a glorious day? Oh, I know, people complain and grumble, but honestly, I think they're overreacting. Things can't be that bad, right? After all, you're here. If the town was truly doomed, would we still be getting visitors? Ha, I think not. In fact, I think your presence here is a sure sign that things are looking up. Soon, all our problems will be solved. It's just like I kept saying.
I find your optimism disturbing. I really do.
Huh, You're not the only one. All over town, people keep saying to me, Li Shun, why are you so happy? Can't you see how bad things are? But it's just a matter of perspective. Things will get better. They
There's a
always do.
slight
It's like
grain
my
of
father
truth
used
to that.
Say, the greater the problem, the greater the solution. I'm sure it'll all work out.
What is it? I think you're in denial. Not the one in Egypt. Zing!
Preposterous! Sure, half the people have moved away, and those who stayed have mostly given up hope, and the entire town's
Denial.
running out of food and silver.
I love dumb jokes.
But does my optimism mean I'm in denial? Of course not! I mean, none of the buildings are on fire, right? See?
Man, I got that
Just
Three
like that, right
Stooges
off the top
Blu-ray
of my head.
collection. It is a thing of beauty. I love it.
I admit that some see our Imperial Minister Shang as, well, not entirely competent or capable of dealing with our problems. But somehow things will work out. They always do.
I think it has a Michael Chiklis made-for-TV movie, which I highly recommend watching. It is a great little movie. Much better than that other Three Stooges movie that came out. Oh, that one was terrible.
Of course, of course. I will gladly converse on any number of topics. It's a fine way to pass the time on such a beautiful day.
Tell me about the town's problems.
The Great Dam's been opened and the river level has dropped. Ships can't navigate the river and nobody can fish. But I think people are overreacting. Basically, we're suffering some minor inconveniences, which I'm sure will soon be resolved. Still, there are a few alarmists who scream and cry that our town is dying. Can you imagine? They have no faith in the Emperor, nor in Minister Shang, who is in charge of Tian's Landing. I am sure the cunning Shang has a plan to save us.
Where can I find Minister Shang?
He's in the town square, the highest point in Tian's Landing. Just follow any path leading up until you can't go any higher, and you're there. Minister Shang may not have the best reputation, but I'm sure that's just gossip. I'll bet he's actually a smart, active man who can reassure you of our town's future.
I want to talk about something else.
Of course, of course. I will gladly converse on any number of topics.
You said that. Who are you? I have questions about the
I'm
town.
always happy to talk about Tian's Landing. We may have a few minor problems, but I'm sure Shang, our Imperial Minister, will find a way to solve them.
Where can I buy and sell things?
Most of the merchants and our glorious Minister Shang gather in the town square, the highest point in the village. Just follow any path that leads up until you reach it. Few of the merchants have anything to sell, what with the dam being open and all, but if you head up to the square, you can still get a nice view of the whole town.
Where did the name Tian's Landing come from?
A splendid question, and one in which I am particularly well-versed. It is a fascinating tale that dates back to the blessed first emperor of Jade, Sagacious Tian.
Sounds interesting. Go on.
Before he was emperor, before there was even an empire, Sagacious Tian was a young man, fond of wandering the countryside. One day he stopped, weary from his travels.
I'm almost doing like a
He lay
Snake
down to
Plissken
rest
voice, I
beneath the
think.
shade of a cool tree.
A
and
little
had
bit. Come on, give me
marvelous
that.
dream of a shining empire. This dream drove him to create the Jade Empire as we know it. To honor the memory of his dream, he returned and built a summer palace in the spot where he had stopped to rest. In time, a town, this town, sprang up around the palace.
I don't see any palace around here.
Well, that was long ago. Over the centuries, the castle fell into ruin. But make no mistake, Tian's Landing is where he had his dream.
Yeah,
The
I'm
castle
thinking
proves it.
I'm back. But there is no castle.
Yes, but there used
Yeah, the
to
Dark
be,
Castle.
many centuries ago.
I'll
All
bring that
evidence
up as
of
a
it
bad
may be
game.
gone now, but just knowing it was here once is all the proof I need.
One of my favorite AVGN episodes,
Other
also.
villages try to claim the Emperor had his dream while crossing their lands, but I know the truth. Tian's Landing, my hometown, is the birthplace of the Empire.
That's, I think, his Castlevania 1 and 2 is I think, his all-time best. I'm a big fan of AVGN stuff, especially the earlier years. I was following him back, like, right when they got on YouTube. A little bit. I mean, I would go to Cinemasker to watch his stuff too, before stuff would get uploaded. But the early years were the greatest, back when he was Nintendo nerd. And then Season 1, Season 2. Of course, when we moved to the basement, like I said, because that's when the Castlevania 1 and 2 episode, retrospective, great. Probably his best work, I feel, even to this day. I want to talk about something else.
Of course.
Goodbye.
Enjoy your stay in wonderful Tien's Landing, where things are never as bad as they seem.
Dock worker.
We ought to form a guild. Everyone else has them. Why not?
I don't know. Are you a fisherman? Fisherman?
The fisherman's life is a hard one. Don't let anyone tell you different.
Oh, it is. A few buddies have done that, gone in that line of work.
Ok, we will offer. San Kasawir will
When I grow up, I'm going to be a pirate. I hear they eat regular. I hear they eat regular? They don't eat well done. Where's this chick's boyfriend at, getting beat up by pirates or something? Is that him? Looks like it might be over there. What's this? Guard.
This here's a private club. Members only.
Open this door or I'll break it
No
down.
chance. It's braced from the other side. You can't get in unless you're a member.
I can turn into a toad demon. How do I become a member?
You can't. Just move along.
Fine. I'll show you my
You
member.
have a nice day now.
Ah, tricked you. Oh. Let's go and check what's around this side. Ah, ha, ha. Doesn't count as a door. Kick it. Kick it. Trap. I knew it. Trap sprung. Still got the silver. Oh yeah. Never gonna stop, man. Never gonna stop. Red, red, ruby.
Are you getting slow in your old age, Jan?
You play too conservative, Levo. You must be bold when playing a game of E. Did I teach you nothing?
You taught me much, Jan.
That's my
The
old
most valuable
generic
lessons were
generic
very
generic
wrong.
generic
17th square
old man
of the
voice.
line, if you please.
All wise move, but you know you cannot win. You stole the game the way you hesitated to learn of harmonic combinations. You must be bold, Vo.
You are being rude, Gian. We have a guest. Let us place the game on hold a moment.
I was doing my best to ignore you too. Very well. What do you want from John, the Iron Fist of Miss or Mistress Vo? If you are here for training, I refuse. What kind of training can you two offer? What exactly are you doing? We are having our game of E interrupted. Playing without the board or pieces is hard enough without some stranger interrupting.
Surely you know of Yi, the capturing game? Played on a board of 19 rows and columns,
Oh,
the
great.
black and white pieces capture territory for their player.
Okay, chess? I like chess. We have simply decided to do away with the board. If one is properly focused, it's not so hard to keep the game in one's mind. What kind of training can you two offer? None. Too many people seek our guidance.
Do not be so hasty, Gian. You did not turn me aside all those years ago.
And look where that got us. Your foolish devotion to the way of the open palm drove you from my tutelage and made you weak. No more. End of subject. Oh. Way of the open palm. That is going good. Closed fist is their version of bad. Or Paragon and Renegade. Well, I think it. Open palm is Paragon, Renegade is closed fist, if I remember. I have some questions about Tian's Landing. Then you should ask them to someone who cares. Man, this old guy's spicy.
Forgive him. Had my former master bothered to remember his manners, he might have told you that we are not from Tian's Landing. We know little of the events here.
The Empire posts a minister to look after this place. Xing is his name, I think. Pester him if you must know about this place. Stupid dog. Stupid scorpion, you make me look bad. What exactly are you two doing? You're gonna tell us? Yeah, game interrupted. I'll leave you two to your game.
Jian the Iron Fist isn't honestly going to let this one walk away, is he? If you don't say anything, then I will, you old goat.
Meh. I should do a... As much as it pains me, Vo was right. I see potential in you, greater strength than the dozens of worms who compete for my favor. I should do a Hustis. That was his name, right? Stupid dog, you make me look bad. Booga 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 booga. Ah, Muriel. The things I do for love.
I too see strength, but also the capacity for understanding the world and your place in it. You could prove an interesting pupil.
Does this mean you'll train me? What are you getting at? I don't need your approval. There's no need to weigh my merits. What are you getting at? I will make you an offer. Show me that you understand every nuance of the way of the close fist. I'll teach you how to bend the storms to your will through tempest.
He would like nothing more than to have you as a student. But show me that you walk the way of the open
Alright.
and I will teach you the mysteries of Stone Immortal.
So one's air and one's earth. We will be here for some time. If you wish either of our tutelage, but do not ask us to guide you on your path. Learning the ways on your own is the most important lesson. Okay.
Always a pleasure to talk to another warrior. My gate.
Explain to me explain to me the principles of the Stone Immortal style.
Stone Immortal allows you to control.
I gotta remember how to do this stuff.
It is not easy.
Switching voices.
To understand the earth, you must be aware of all things around you and understand that they are all connected in one way or another. That is why Stone Immortal is only taught to those who follow the way of the open palm. Our sense of harmony aids us in persuading the earth to serve as our ally.
So earlier you have the option to choose fire or ice. I guess you get an option later to choose based upon your, if you're Renegade or Paragon, choose earth and wind. Tell me about yourself.
You know my name. That's really all that's important, isn't it? Not many know of my exploits outside of the prosperous East.
What's the story between you and Jian? You spend most of your time in the prosperous East?
A wonderful province. And yes, one that I call home. You should visit sometime and see the wonders of Phoenix Gate.
Places Zoo
the Imperial
is not
City
familiar
still
with.
stands as the greatest city, but Phoenix Gate has its own charms. Standing on the sea of glass, it is a hub of trade. Each year, Jian and I make our way here to the Sea of Heaven province to meet for a few days of Yi. It's something of a ritual.
What's the story between you and Jian?
I was once his student, until I decided I couldn't agree with all of his teachings. He was an excellent master.
What? Two people from different perspectives working together. Dogs and cats.
20 years have passed.
Living
since
together.
we parted ways,
Chaos in the
and
streets.
while we disagree on principle, I can't help but feel some affection for the old man.
Old? Ah, there's more life still left in these old bones than you've ever had.
This is why we only meet once a year to play Yi. Jian the
Yi.
Iron Fist is best taken in small doses.
He reminds me of some family members. That's all I wish you know. I'll leave you to your game. What about you, old man? Just when I was about to crush Mr. Svo's position. Oh well, you use a patient game. What do you want? Tell me about yourself. Me, as all say. I'm a warrior and I refuse to let time bend me as it has so many others. My only failing as I see it sits across from me. How can you fight at your age? The body can be trained to ignore its own failings. That is bullshit. That mind over matter stuff. Years thought I was going insane because of the pain and everything. People were like, "Oh, it's just in your head." Then one simple test. That doctor, I had just gotten a new doctor at the VA, and she's like, we're gonna do these blood tests too. Maybe something will show there, because you're telling me this, and your normal blood work looks perfectly fine. We did those tests. Yeah, my gallbladder was about to burst. They don't know for how long, but it was in bad shape. So, took the gallbladder out. Still recovering. At this point of this recording, I'm maybe 3 months, not even 3 months out. 4 months out. And still recovering, but an improved lifestyle. And there was no mind over matter in that. That was my body saying, yeah, this is about to blow up. I'm not the man I was 40 years ago, but you were no one at all. It balances out in my eyes. Ouch. What's your history, Mistress Bow? She was my student once, back when she had some sense. She was fearsome on the battlefield. Lords demanded our services, and we could have bathed in the silver they paid us.
That was before I realized that Jian caused as much trouble as he solved. We had a falling out, and I went my own way.
You became a peacemaker, coddling the nobles and encouraging them not to fight. Foolish.
I only fight when it is necessary, and only when other options have failed, Jian. It does not make my actions any less significant.
She taunts me like this every year. Foolishness. That's all I wish to know. Can I ask you some questions about your teachings? You wish to understand my approach to the art of combat? Ask. You mentioned teaching harmonic combinations to Mistress Bow. Ah, yes, harmonic combinations, tricky things, but very powerful. They harness a resonance that can take place if you switch quickly between styles as you fight. How do I start one of these harmonic combinations? Always begin with either a magical or support style. That's the key. You have to experiment with which moves can begin the combination, but it should be clear enough when you have succeeded. Once begun, how do I finish a combination? You must switch quickly to a martial art and perform its strongest attack. The thing is that you must be quick. Sorry, so you start with the support, which I think, or magic, which would be heavenly white or ice, and then I switch to my white demon form. Finish off with that. If you fail to press the attack, the resonance will fade and you will miss your opportunity. That's all I wanted to know about this. Tell me more about Tempest. Tempest is the most discordant of the magical styles. Only those who are true to discord, who draw strength from it, can command the raging storms. Fire and ice are transient, but the anger of the winds requires the strength of will that comes from my way. Impress me and show me that you understand more than the basics of the way of the close fist, and I will consider teaching you the mysteries of the Tempest. That's enough about your teachings. Good, a game awaits, unless some other question rails against the bars of your mind for release. I'll leave you to your game. Yes, do that. Alright, my old man voice is also slightly inspired by, if you remember, Beavis and Butthead. Forgot the guy's name, but he was like the inspiration for Hank Hill. Oh, Beavis and Butthead. Oh. What do we got? Anything? Bueller.
If one more of these villagers sneers at me, I'm going to start punching. Ing better figure out a way to get us out of here soon, or I'm going to snap.
Look at all these people here. When my old father told me to come to the big city, he never warned me about the crowds.
This was like me doing a voice. This town isn't crowded. It's basically deserted.
Back on the farm, I ain't never seen so many people and buildings
Really,
in one
folks,
place.
back on the farm.
Except for livestock.
Ugh.
But I guess they ain't people.
I've known farmers. They talk normal. Who are you?
My name's Tian, but everyone
Not
calls
Tien,
me
but
Big
Tian.
because I'm so big. I came to the city to try to find me a wife. So far, it's not going so good. You wouldn't happen to know any pretty young gals, would you? Someone who'd want to come live on the farm with me?
I could help. The price is right. I don't know any eligible women. I could help you if the price is right.
Price? What are you talking about? Oh, I get it. My old father warned me about your type. I ain't looking to buy me no woman. No lady for hire type gals for this country, boy. I just want a nice, respectable gal to be my wife. One who can help me out on the farm and such.
I don't know any eligible women.
Well, that's a real shame. If you run across
Big
any
Tien.
nice gals,
Tian.
do me a favor
Tian.
and mention my name to them. Big Tian.
Tian. Okay.
You have a nice day
I'm bad with
now.
names. But you know what? I feel for you, big man. If I come across someone, I'll let you know.
It ain't easy being a dock worker. We don't get paid much, but we sure earn it.
The Cataclysm. Many tell Circleland travels the water people. One of the most disturbing tales from the far to the west, out beyond the ocean of Tempest. Rumors possess of an area in the middle of the ocean as inhospitable to life. The farther one travels across the ocean of Tempest, the warmer the climate becomes. Many have postulated that this may be because you approach the resting place of the sun, but there must be another explanation, not shrouded in myth and superstition. In particular note, it reports of an enormous cloud that rises miles into the air, visible to those brave enough to travel. Few brave enough to travel the increasingly rough seas of Tempest. At night, the cloud glows with heat, and its acrid smell carries on the wind. Those who approach too closely fall ill. The few ghost ships found in that area were filled with desiccated corpses, their skin rotting and their hair and teeth falling from their bodies. One particular disturbing log penned in the shaking hand of a dying captain of one of these lost craft suggests that the skies were filled with a roar like the cries of the gods, and it finishes with the unfortunate man's wish that death take him before the howling demons descend upon him. You could have probably removed upon him and left it before the howling demons descend, and I think that would have sounded a bit more doom and gloomy. Still, that was a neat little thing to read. Are you the guy that's getting beaten up? I'm looking for the guy that's getting beaten up.
One thing that is good about being a fisherman, you never see a ghost out in the middle of the river.
Unless someone died out in the middle of a river, right? In the hours. Alright. I'm going to save so we don't have to go through all this conversational stuff again. I could do quick save, quick load, and all that jazz, but I'm lazy. Is this where I'm supposed to be? Yes.
How are you
Here we go,
today?
finally.
Go away! I told you I
Stop.
want no part of this.
Leave me
Tell
alone.
Eileen to leave me alone.
Stop it. I don't want to
If you
get
want to
hit.
tell Eileen something, go tell her yourself. In the meantime, we have our orders. Nothing personal. It's a little personal with me.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I like sticking your face in the gutter. Hold on a sec. We've got company. You're a little too interested in our business, friend. Looks like we gotta teach you to back off when Eiling's boys are working.
Mm-hmm.
White demon.
Yeah, how'd that work out well for y'all?
Can you
Didn't.
believe that these thugs would just attack me in broad daylight like that? They might have killed me if you hadn't stepped in. Thank you. I never expected such help from a stranger.
It wasn't for free. Actually, Lon sent me to help you.
You spoke to Lan?
Lan.
How humiliating. My fiancé must have told you I can't protect myself. The woman I love doesn't have faith in me? Oh, the shame. I'll never live this down.
Chill, dude. Not everybody can go fisticuffs. She's just worried about you.
Yes, you're right, of course. I suppose I
Ah.
can't fault Lan for being worried about me. I've taken some serious beatings lately. I didn't mean to sound ungrateful. I'm just worried about Lan. She's very
Oh,
emotional.
great.
I've done my best to try and keep her from becoming involved in this.
Didn't think I'd miss the guy with his ox and his wife. Involved in what exactly?
Those thugs are acting on Eiling's orders. She's the head of their gang. They have a small hideout in the boathouse. Eiling and I were friends when we were children, but we drifted apart as we grew up. She fell in with some rough people, as you've already seen. Ever since I got engaged, Eiling has become obsessed.
The
Every day
jealousy
she sends her
thing, huh?
thugs to beat me up. She says she won't stop until I go talk to her.
She has to be doing this for a reason.
She's obviously crazy. I've done nothing to her.
She likes
We
you.
haven't even
Is that what
spoken in
this is?
years. If I go to her hideout to talk to her, I'm afraid that I'll never come out. At least the beatings on the street are out in public. They won't kill me in front of witnesses. Well, not on purpose anyway.
Yeah, but they'll cause me to reload. I could kill Eileen. I don't have time for this. I got the feeling you're not telling me something.
I'm being completely honest, I swear. I know how this looks. You must think I've done something to deserve this, but I have no idea why Eiling is after me.
Have you told any of this to Lan?
No?
Lan.
Lan's very emotional. I didn't want her to get upset. At first, I didn't tell her anything at all. But I couldn't hide my
Damn dip.
bruises forever. So I told her about the beatings. But even then, I didn't mention
I gotta get fresh can.
It's bad enough what's happening to me.
Because I don't know where the other one went.
Lan became more involved, Eiling might hurt her too.
Maybe there's enough in here for a pinch. Oh, there is. I could kill Eileen. That would solve your problems.
No, don't do that. Eiling and I were friends once, even if it was a long time ago. I don't want to see her dead. Not if there's another way.
Maybe I could talk to Eileen for you?
Thank you so much. Eiling and her thugs are in the boathouse. Please just ask her to leave me alone. All we want is to live our lives in peace. Hello again, Honorable One. Did you get the chance to speak with Eiling? Is she going to leave me alone now?
Still looking into this.
I understand. I hope this gets settled before my next scheduled beating. I'm not sure how much more I can take.
Bop, bop, bop. Saving game. Alright. What's over here? What's this? Sealed gate. They're sealed shut and will never open. Alright, let's go back and talk to her real quick. This is a much bigger town, so I'm trying to do everything I can before talking to the mayor because I'm certain talking to the mayor, Shang, is just going to lead me to go around solving all of the town's problems. Peasant woman.
The Emperor won't allow those slaving pirates to keep attacking the villages. You'll see.
There are ghosts wandering the land. I won't leave my house.
Yeah, you won't leave your house. Got it. Treasure chest. Or it's just a chest. Alright, let's go tell her we stopped the beatings. Give me your money.
Please, leave.
Yeah, we took her money last time. Teahouse. We still have to go in the teahouse.
Did you find Bay? Were you able to stop the thugs from hurting him?
The thugs work for a woman who's interested in Bay.
A woman? What is her interest in my fiance? Do you know who she is? You have to talk to her. Tell her to leave him alone. He's mine. Make her leave him alone.
I'm still looking into this.
Of course. I don't mean to sound ungrateful. I'm honored that one as great as you offered to help me at all. Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome. How much silver we got now? 4,000. Wow. I was complaining about 400 back in the meantime. Make sure you buy those things, by the way. Because it looks like you won't get to before the village gets blown up. I won't worry about the other stuff, so. If you're wondering what those things were, they were Belly of Iron, Heart of Gold, Mind of Steel. That's what we want to look at. Buying from Smiling Mountain. Is that his name? Smiling Mountain. I'll find Tion, a lady friend. I'll stop this guy from getting beat up.
I'm a captain.
Alright.
You're not a captain.
Burn. Yeah, let's save here, because I'm a save-aholic.
The other girls say I charge too much, but I'm worth it. These sailors are good for business. At least until their silver
Runs out, yeah. Merchant. Sheepang.
These docks remind me of the fishermen in Two Rivers. A shame we will never see them again.
Beggar.
Everything I am, I owe to the Emperor.
We ought to form a guild.
Yeah, I already talked to someone who said that.
Another day, another bowl of rice, I hope.
Can't go down there. Can't go down there.
Filthy thieves stole my rags.
Alright. Let's talk to this guy then. Merchant. You'll excuse me, I have many customers. I try to provide good service, so I must be about my business.
Hello. You do not need to speak with me. I am just Merchant Xiang's assistant. Perhaps someday I will be Merchant Xipeng, mightiest merchant of Tian's Landing.
Yeah.
But for now, I am just an assistant, not worthy of your honorable time.
Well, he ain't selling to me, so.
Hello. But for...
Yeah, you're useless. As useless as a rocket launcher on a donkey's behind, urchin.
You ever seen a ghost? My parents are ghosts now. I ain't never seen them, though.
You are a depressive child.
Sorry, stranger. I stick to my regular customers.
I ain't buying.
Ing better figure out a way to get us out of here soon, or I'm going to snap.
Darting Lynx.
Hello there, stranger. I haven't spotted you around Tian's Landing before. You've come at a bad time, what with the dam being open and all. Regardless, it's good to meet you. I'm Darting Lynx, the acrobat. Unfortunately, I'm not putting any shows on in Tian's Landing, if that's why you're here.
What kind of shows would you normally put on?
You know, feats of balance and precision, delicate routines to shock and amaze. Whatever brings some silver, really. I travel around the countryside putting on acts and sometimes teaching people a few tricks. Hey, now that I think of it, you're a warrior, right?
Oh god, what am I getting into now?
I may not be putting on any shows here, but I could teach you a few techniques to improve your balance and speed if you're interested.
How do you come by the name Darting Lynx?
It's not much of a story, really. It's just a stage name I picked up when I first started practicing acrobatics. I was quite young, and my master felt I was a little too
Get
fast
ready for
my
Candy,
own
Scarlet,
good. You
and
don't
Darting
make a
Lynx.
he would say, but you balance like a drunken frog.
Orbit. That'd probably be
Taught me
my
to
stage
slow
in
my
Drunken
movements
Frog.
and really focus on what I was doing.
I
But
could turn into
his
a toad
nickname
demon.
for me stuck.
Can I talk to you about Tian's Landing?
As I said, I'm not really from here, so there's not much I can tell you. You could try talking to Minister Shang, though. He always knows what's going on.
I get it.
I get the sense that he doesn't do much about it, but he's at least aware.
Show me what you can teach and what you have for sale.
I'd be happy to. I'll be leaving Tian's Landing someday soon, and silver always helps the trip go smoother. Let's see what I can teach you.
Alright, Swallow's Grace. Plus her charm. Plus 7 health. Plus 7 focus. Plus 15 focus. Wow! 4,250. Maybe eventually. That's a lot of silver, lady.
The folks of this town were kind at first, but now they're starting to annoy me.
Ignore the spots. You won't catch anything from...
Alright, so we found at least one person selling something.
Stop right there. I gave you 2 extra duty. Get back to that galley and start cleaning.
We don't have to listen to you, Ing. You're a captain without a ship. She's nothing but a landlocked house now.
That's true.
I will discover a way to free this ship. Until then, you'd better follow orders.
I've had enough of you and your orders.
Now get back in that ship. I'm your captain. Understand?
Well, you're still the captain. For now. But if you don't get us out of this town soon, you're going to have a mutiny on your hands.
Oh, mutiny.
Then we'll see what's what.
Mutiny.
If you've come to complain about my men, I don't want to hear it. When Minister Shang gets the Great Dam closed, we'll be happy to leave. Until then, we're stuck here.
Your men don't respect you very much, do they?
They're good men, but we're all a bit mad right now. The Great Dam is open and the lake that feeds into the river is gone. My ship is stranded here
Mad like a
lame
clown.
water buffalo. We're sailors. We don't belong on land. If we could just get our ship back on the water, everything would be fine. But that won't happen until someone finds a way to close the dam.
How much would you pay to have the Great Dam closed? The river's too low and fast. Why don't you go close the dam?
If I leave the ship, my men will have Tian's Landing in flames. The locals think the dam is haunted, and Minister Sheng can't find anyone
We
brave
know.
enough to risk closing it.
We gotta solve everyone's problem for them. How much would you pay to have the Great Dam closed?
Hey, you can just help this man without trying to make a profit from it.
I'm grateful to the lady for the thought, but I am also a merchant, so I understand the way of the world. I'm not a rich man, but my reputation, my ship, and my men are worth everything I can give. Close the dam and free us, and I'll give you all the silver I have.
How do I get to the dam?
You won't get too far if you don't speak to Minister Sheng first. The dam is located in the ruins, but a pair of massive gates blocks the way. Only Sheng has the key.
See the gatekeeper? Where do I find Minister Shang?
He's in the town square. You'll see him standing in front of a cart. Just don't ask him about the burned out building nearby.
I'm gonna ask him about the burned out building nearby.
I sense an embarrassing story. It is good to know that we should avoid the subject.
We will not be avoiding this subject.
It really isn't important. Just get that key from him and close the great dam.
It is really important.
Good luck. I'm not used to needing help from others. It's hard for me to say this, but thank you.
Alright. Can we go on a ship and bust open a barrel? Aha! More than that. There's a book stand also. Whoa, 1200. The undertow. The further east one goes across the ocean of glass, the colder and drier the air becomes. Modern scholars have struggled to understand this phenomenon, but to no avail. If one travels far enough, the sea currents all change, drawing east, just as all winds begin to draw in the same direction. Myths persist, however, of something greater, an ancient devouring evil detailed in the legends of the barbarian savages who line among the isles of the glass ocean. The legends tell of a voracious creature, a great demon trying to draw the entire world into its maw. An expedition sent during the Star Dynasty to discover the truth of these legends never returned and was presumed lost at sea. Now I wish they made a Conan the Barbarian game kind of like this. I think that would have been pretty neat. And we just took all the silver that was in there. Does he say something about that?
I'm grateful you agreed to close the dam for me.
Who are you again? I'll be back once the dam is closed and the river is not so low and
Good
fast.
Luck.
Yeah, I know, you said that before. Alright, now we have no way of getting back to the original village. That was the last save. No, I mean, that was save when the village was burned, so. We took that ornithopter-like device. We're still looking for what's her name. To try and... That's going to be Scholar 6 Heavens. These are sailors.
If one more of the...
Yeah, sneers at you.
What do you want? Can't you see we're busy drinking here? Gotta wash away our sorrows.
Sorrows? What do you mean?
It's no fun being trapped in this town.
Sheen.
We don't know nobody. We ain't
Sheen?
seen our families in months, and now we're stuck here.
Maybe I'll do Way of the Samurai after this. It's always a fun playthrough. I'll be going then.
Okay then.
Yuck.
Ing better figure out a way to...
Yeah, you said that too. Well, not you, but... You people. What do you mean, you people? Yeah, huh? Huh?
Finally! Someone stronger than these cowed peasants. This town disgusts me. I am Scholar 6 Heavens, and I need someone who possesses great strength and skill.
That's me.
What I do not need, however, is someone who walks the way of the open palm. I can read in every movement that you would protect the weak and coddle the poor.
That's not true. You're saying you need help, but not mine?
That is exactly the case. You are not worthy to help me in my task. I need someone who understands the discord, friction, and trial are the true sources of strength.
Okay.
I can see by your actions that you understand the way of the closed fist. I promise to make it worth your while.
So there's some
Otherwise,
quests
I will not waste any more time with you.
and story threads that might be blocked by your Renegade or Paragon equivalent route. Gotcha. Which is, once again, open palm and closed fist. Well, where's, I thought she was in this town. You got me, Mr. Speak away. A woman in black, beware, second the Great Dam, Viper. Where is Eileen? At the boathouse. This looks like a boathouse, right? No? I mean, there's boats. There's Tong. Yeah, I don't know where the boathouse is. Where's the boathouse, buddy?
Hello again?
I'm still looking into this. Where's the boathouse? Is this the boathouse? It's members only. Want members.
This here's a...
Yes, this is the boathouse. I need to speak to Eileen about Bay.
Why didn't you say so in the first place? Go on in. They'll unlock the door for you.
Alright, so this is the boathouse. Please don't shut down Jade Empire. It's like a plea. That's the exit. Here's a stand. Horse Lord Tactics. Unlike the ordered armies of the Jade Empire, the Horse Lords favor lightly armored units of horsemen who can move rapidly over the field of battle. Moving like a rushing tide, small groups of horsemen harry all angles of their opponent's flanks. Armed with bows almost to a man, these mounted archers can rain destruction upon unprepared foes. Kind of like the Mongols, I'm assuming, is what they were going with. While the Horse Lord tactics are surprisingly effective, they're men like the discipline of the Imperial Army. For all the damage they inflict, the Horse Lord forces have difficulty holding strategic locations. For now, the Jade Empire exists in uneasy peace with the Horse Lords, leaving the savages to their arid lands north of the seat of Heaven Province.
Be careful in here. I don't relish the idea of fighting my way out of this place.
I do. Fighting means more experience. Experience means more levels. More levels means more fighting. I see vases to kick.
So, I hear you helped out Baker Bay today. Gave my boys a bit of a lesson, didn't you? You'd think after all the beatings I gave them over the years they'd be used to losing. But they're still taking it pretty hard. Maybe the humiliation will be good for them.
I don't care, but we should ask. Why are you picking on Bay?
Everyone thinks that Bay and that little seamstress make such a nice couple. But Bay already promised to marry me.
Called it. Nailed it. Promised to marry you.
I know what you're thinking. Why would Bay want to marry someone like me?
I'd marry someone like you.
A delicate little flower like Lon, but I don't want to run this gang forever. Someday I want a husband, maybe a little house.
Hey,
kids
fair enough.
Too. Bay promised to give me all that. He promised to marry me, and now he's trying to weasel out of it. But a promise is a promise. I won't forget that, even if he tries to.
Also, the fact that you'd probably kick the crap out of me. Let me bring Bay here. Maybe we can work something out.
Yeah, okay. If he has the guts to come here and face me, I'll talk to him. But I'm not going to let him weasel out of his promise.
I need to look into this some more.
Yeah, you do that. Go tell Lon what kind of man Bay really is. See how she likes it when she finds out her perfect fiancé proposed to another woman.
Guard. Things open? There's at least 1, 2... What's this? This sturdy gate. Can't hop over the rail. Oh, there's more stuff to pilfer through. Alright, I want to see something real quick. Let's see if what happens if we fight. Stay away from Baker Bay.
It sounds like a threat. I don't respond well to threats. Besides, Bay's only getting what he deserves. He brought this on himself. Everyone thinks that
Bay said never anything about this. I don't believe you.
I know what you're thinking.
Stay away from Bay, or things will get ugly.
So that's how it's going to be. You'd rather fight me and my boys than make Baker Bay own up to what he did?
Leave him alone or you're dead.
Nobody threatens me in... Come on, boys. Time to do our thing.
White demon.
This poor guy in the middle. He just kept getting hit by this guy. Alright, so that gets me anger points. Let's save that because that was a pretty good fight. I took no damage. But we'll see what happens. Boathouse key. Boathouse key. Land of Howling Spirits. To the west of the Jade Empire proper lies the Land of Howling Spirits, a range of sheer mountains and desolate haunted passes. Not many men dwell in this harsh land. It does not support much in the way of communities, and those who dwell there are hardy mountain folk who rely on themselves and their herds of goats more than trust in nature. There is one exception to this rule. High in the mountains lies a secluded monastery, home to a reclusive and mysterious order known as the Spirit Monks. They tend an unknown charge in their sealed monastery. No one, not even an emperor, has been able to discover what lies within. The monks possess strange powers, but they exist in balance with nature. Eventually that land will be absorbed, and the empire shall learn its secrets. Money. Greater Monk's Gem of Fate. What's that one do? Greatly increased chance of chi power-ups. Spirit -5. I do not want -5 chi of all things. Slick Gem. I think I already have one of those, right? Yeah, I do. One silver.
Is there anything?
Goodbye for now. Flawed Scholar Gem. That's a new one. Flawed Scholar Gem. Mine +1. Alright, we're going to save. Let's complete this and then see how much experience we get, and then we'll decide which one we'll use. Or which one we'll do at that point. Oh, that guard ain't there anymore. No, he's not there, so I guess he's by his future betrothed. Yeah, I get it. You guys are playing your game. Alright, I'm edging a little close to the closed fist territory by going that route. No, that'll take me up to see Shang, right? Whichever one gives me more experience in this playthrough, which I think is going to be this one. Because I got a bunch of experience for fighting, and resolving your problems for you, and there's people back there it looks like. I don't know if it'll be worth it.
Did you speak to this woman who was after my fiance? Did you find out why she's interested in Bay?
I spoke to her.
You did? What? What did she say?
Her name was Aileen. She won't be a problem anymore. She's dead.
Dead? How awful. But what did she say about Bay? Why was she having her men attack my fiancé?
Bay promised to marry her. Makes you wonder what other lies he's told you.
He promised to marry her? That slug!
I gave him the worst possible
How
outcome.
could he do this to me?
I
I'll
love it.
never marry him now. Never!
I know a guy. You're better off without him.
You're right. I am better off without him. I'm glad you found this out before I married him.
I know a guy. His name's Big Tion.
Take my dowry. I won't need it now. I certainly won't use it to marry that snake Bay. I can't believe he had me fooled like that. I think I need to be alone for a while.
Oh, that puts me even closer down that path. Yo, not the way to go. Where's the map? Okay, so that gets us 2583. And we made his life purposefully miserable. So let's see what happens if we decide to get involved in these people's business. Oh, this is after. Yeah, that's right. We have to go down to this one. Alright. Third time's a charm, folks. Third time's a charm.
So,
Blah, blah, blah. Why are you picking on him? He promised to marry you. Let me bring him here. I'll go get him right now.
Lan, what are you doing here?
I figure we better get all the secrets out, Bay. If Lan's going to marry you, she should know what kind of man you really are.
She said there was something I need to know, Bay. What's going on? What is she talking about?
Aileen claims Bay promised to marry her.
What? Bay, how could you?
I didn't. It's a lie. I haven't spoken to her in years. Not since we were kids.
Don't pretend like you don't remember, Bay. It was summer and we were sitting on a little raft catching fish. I was upset because Li Shun had called me ugly. I was crying, so you took my hand and
Li
said,
Shun, he's a happy guy.
I think you're pretty, Eileen.
Optimistic guy.
And someday when we're grown up, I'll marry you.
What? But that was years ago. We were kids.
Oh, okay.
Only
Yeah,
6
this
years
makes a
old.
bit more.
You can't hold me to that.
It doesn't matter. I ruined that guy's life. Seems like you're being unreasonable, Aileen.
Kids say all kinds of things, Eileen. Remember when you took my frog and I called you a bully? You swore you'd never speak to me again. But that same day you gave me the frog back. You said you'd never, ever, ever do anything to make me unhappy. Kids always say things like that. It doesn't mean anything.
It meant something to me, Bay. You were the only boy who didn't tease me, the only one I liked. You promised to marry me, and you're going to keep that promise.
I gotta check it out. Lan. Lan and Aileen should fight. The winner gets Bay.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Come on, Lon. Let's go.
What? That's crazy.
You can't be serious. Eileen would kill her.
Let's find out.
No! You don't win someone's love by hurting someone else. Come on, Bay. Let's get out of here.
Oh, no, you don't.
Oh my god, they let it happen.
No. What? What have you done? By the Emperor, you've killed her.
Now we can be happy, Bay. Just the two of us.
Alright, she's just crazy.
monster.
Bay? Bay? No! I'm sorry, Bay. I never meant to hurt you. Not you! You. This is all your fault. You had to stick your nose in and wreck everything. Now Bay's dead, and you're going to pay!
White demon!
Oh, and I don't even get paid. 250, huh? No, we'll play it out and see.
Your time has come.
1392. Okay. So that didn't work out. Alright. Let's explore all the possibilities.
So
Bay promised to marry her. Seems like you're being unreasonable, Aileen.
Kids say all.
well, yes.
I did say that. Then he pretends like he doesn't know me. He's changed. You changed too.
Yes, but... well... You're right. I know you're right. Bay's right. We were just kids. I guess I can't hold him to his promise. You win, Lon. Bay is yours.
If I had more, I would gladly give it to you. But my family isn't rich. This dowry is all I have. Please, take it with my thanks. You've done so much for us, and we've given you so little. Wait, I know. We will name our first child after you to...
I'm glad everything worked out for you two, and I'm sorry, Bay. I don't know what came over me. When I heard you and Lon were getting married, I just snapped.
It's okay, Eileen. I hope things work out for you.
Come on, Bay. Let's go.
1,000 experience. Wow. Pfft, still not as much. Okay, so last but not least, let's take the combat experience, because that right there is already like, yeah, 2233. Let's see what happens if we ever stay together. Do we get more or less? I could just use a walkthrough, or I just could stay committed to one decision, but again, if you're new to my videos, I play these games as if we're sitting on the couch just bullshooting. And again, like, we just got done with work or class and we're hanging out, passing time. I take it at a leisurely pace. I play the games how I normally play.
Did you speak to this?
Yeah, I spoke to her.
You did.
Her name's Eileen. Babe promised to marry her. Let's go with that.
Yes, I suppose you're right. Thank you for all you've done. Here, take this as a sign of my appreciation. It's my dowry. I want you to have it.
Keep your dowry. I was just happy to help.
You mean, you did this for me? And you expect nothing in return? I can't believe it. You are a true gentleman. As kind and
Well,
as
wait a
generous
second.
as
Let's
the
see how
Emperor
much of the
himself.
dowry actually is here.
Thank you
In a second.
for everything.
We got 1,000. We get 1,000 experience for that. 3,233. 6806. this should be after the dowry, right? 6. Two, 5, 8, 3. So it's going to be about the same. All right. Hold up. Also, I guess this is... I'm playing a jerk, but I don't know if I want to play an evil jerk. Let's see if I can... Because I don't know if I want to do wind or earth. If it's between those two, I prefer earth. Just like when it comes to cool factor, I always thought like earth manipulation was more cool than air. Because yeah, you can do stuff with wind, stuff that looks cool, but earth, you could like create earth balls to like fling at people. And...
I have no time.
How far off am I from the... I'm still kind of firmly in the middle. So the game has replayability with that. At least play through it twice, right? Once you could go open palm, the other you go closed fist. One of the best morality systems with these types of games, I think, even in more modern era I've ever played, was Tyranny. Tyranny is, I'd argue, maybe one of the last good Obsidian games. Maybe I'll play through that sometime. 2233. It's only about 200 gold, so.
Did you...
First, let's do this. I spoke to her. Her name was Eileen. She's dead. Someone else he hasn't told. Maybe shocked him for anything or asked her better off about him. 350 if we do that, right? So that is 2583. 7056. Is that enough? I know, I'm wasting way too much time on this, but I'm using this because this is like the first real quest where it feels like there's multiple ways it can be approached. If this doesn't work, I want to try one other thing. Because Bay disappears from the map. I want to see if I say I want to talk more, if I can confront Bay about it first, and then get more information. Maybe even get more experience. Because a lot of these games work off like sequential actions to kind of get experience. Okay, so that's still not good enough for him. So let's do this. Let's say we want to gather more info. Instead of going directly to him. Why are you picking on him? He promised to marry you. I need to look into some more.
Yeah, you do that. Go tell her.
Alright, so there's that. And let's see if Bay's still there. Because again, he disappears from the map, it seems. At this point.
Hello again?
Ailing says he promised to marry her.
What? That's preposterous. She's lying. Lan's the only woman I ever proposed to. I don't know why Eiling would say something like that. If Lan heard these lies, well, I don't know what she'd do. Please see. Yes?
Okay, so we're doing this. Blah, 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 blah. Let's just skip all this. 1,120, right? That's amicable. No, not delete. Load. Alright, so it doesn't give you extra experience.
Did you speak to...
I spoke to her.
Dang. He... Don't try to defend him. He used me. I certainly...
350. 2583. Alright, so what happens if we don't tell her about it? 2583.
Did you... Yes, thank you for all... You mean... You...
1,000 experience. 3233. Okay, that's gonna be my best bet then, huh? It still places me firmly in the middle. So that's what I'll go with. I want whatever nets me the most experience first and foremost. Again, I'm going to play more of a jerky type of character, but Scorpion, like I took her money, but Scorpion is also about Cookte, Dishwasher Wong, Flawed Monk Gem. That looks like a barrel we can open for 4 silver. I went back here before. How did I miss? Oh, I probably came from that angle, huh? That makes sense. So yeah, I'm playing him as a jerk, but not an evil jerk. Saving game. How much silver? I should have gotten a bunch of silver already, right? I can buy that stuff. Yeah, 7,000. Yeah, I can go buy that stuff now.
I can't speak with you. Mr. Tay is very strict with his apprentices.
Who let you back here?
I go where I please. I gotta open up a can of dip, folks. Sorry, so I gotta get up. I don't need you walking through my kitchen. Bugs like you think you can walk in here anytime you want. Human interaction. I'd have a kiosk in the square, or maybe a trough.
Or maybe a trough.
Why a trough? Well, we don't feed the animals, Mr. Tay. That's handled by the farmers.
Step back, Mr. Wong. You just step back.
I'll get to it. Hold on, folks. Alright. You will show me the proper respect, dog.
You see, Mr. Wong? That is how we are regarded. Dogs to be brushed aside. Talk like that will not get you a meal at the best of times.
What do you know about the spirit world?
The spirit world? You are talking about stories for children. I believe what I see. If I see it, it is real. Very simple.
I actually, that's kind of
if you
what I
want
hold
some deeper
firm.
discussion than that, go to a temple. Me, I will stay here and cook for the living.
Like ghosts and stuff, I don't believe in them, really. I don't have any hard evidence, obviously, so I'm kind of agnostic to it, but in my 40 plus years of life, I've never seen a ghost, so if I'm ever proven wrong on that, I'd be more than welcome, but you don't believe in spirits.
I hear stories just like everyone else, but they are always told by some scared farmer who wouldn't know the wind from a howl. I believe what I see. That's enough.
I need information about Tian's Landing.
Then go walk around it. I do not waste my time collecting rumors. Everybody eats. That is all I need to know.
I want to ask something about you.
There's nothing to know about me. I cook for ungrateful people
Of
who
course
do
you
not
do.
understand what good food is.
Your palate is very sophisticated, Mr. Tay. Some say your dishes are, acquired
Fine tastes. Yuck, yuck, yuck.
No, I am quite certain that the problem is with the customers. If you wish to keep your position, Mr. Wong, you will smile and nod.
Guilty or innocent? Innocent. You are very harsh with your assistant.
Mr. Wong is here to cut the vegetables and heft the rice bags. His job
Spare
does
me
not
this
include
mockery of
criticizing
justice.
the menu. I am the head chef. He is nothing.
But I am learning. I will train hard to become the best chef I can.
There's a small chance he could become slightly more than nothing, but I've seen no sign of it as yet.
Jeez,
some people
man.
are heroes, some merely clap as heroes walk by.
I need a hero. I need a hero.
Good. I need to concentrate on the menu. You want to eat, you'll leave me alone.
Everyone gets used to Mr.
Oh, again you are here?
Don't trust him. His directions usually start out friendly, but end up with a spatula in someone's nose. Why would anyone want to know how to do that?
Thank you, Mr. Wong. Thank you for over-explaining the intricacies of my wit.
What is going on?
Threats are ever so much more effective when they are no longer implied. What is this? The third time you've bothered me?
Yep.
Go tell the customers in the Teahouse their food will be late because of someone's nosy tour.
He doesn't really mean that. I mean, if everyone showed up in town, well, sure, there would be some delay, but most people eat at home, you know?
Mr. Wong, you are an imbecile.
They should get their own daytime talk show.
Good. You again?
We can talk while we cut the vegetables, Mr. Tay. We can make time if they need something.
Mr. Wong, I hate you.
What the hell is this?
Good.
You said your nephew was lost.
Oh no, we missed that.
Cause, Mr. Wong. I said he was a lost cause. The boy was spoiled by my sister and... Why am I telling you this? Just go away.
This is great.
Good. Did I not just speak with you? I have no patience for this. I am not here to amuse you.
Agree to disagree.
And yet you're so often funny. Thank you for your levity, Mr. Tay.
Shut up, Mr. Wong.
Poor Wong.
Another fine joke. I love them all.
Wong is a perfect, ideal example of negating one's self-individuality, found in many Eastern philosophies.
Good. I need to concentrate.
Or the death of ego.
Did I not
All right, we've hit the wall. All right. Okay, so I think that's most everything. Let's see if we can teach Vo or the other guy, Jin, I think, to teach us the way of wind or earth. First, we'll try wind. Eventually, we'll get to this damming issue, right? Seek your training, Mr. Jin. Is that so? Let me see. You do not seek my training. You understand nothing of the way of the closed fist. Continue to broaden your understanding of the way, and I will consider you. For now, I will not. Leave you to your game. What about you, Mistress Vo?
Pleasure to talk to.
Secret training. A secret training, Mistress Vo.
You have some understanding of the way of the open palm, but Stone Immortal is not easily taught. Return to me when you...
Alright, so... I'm not ready for either of them, alright. Alright, so we've expended all of this. Except this guy. I have no idea who to talk with him.
Again. I ain't had much.
I should be going now.
Oh,
That one guy won't allow me to help him unless we become more violent. We need to become more violent. No, I don't want to talk to him. What's going on? Oh, I like this camera angle. It's kind of like... Don't do it.
Freddy.
What? Stop, thief! Come back here with my sword.
put that sword back, lout. Surely there was never a minister as unlucky as Minister Sheng to suffer such insolence.
Pretty. Scruffy says. Is that it? You're just going to let the thief walk free? I mean, you did return it. You just picked it up.
And still poor Minister Sheng suffers the insults of tradesmen who know nothing of justice. Where would I put the lout? My jail has been burned to the ground, along with my office, I might add. I have no place to put thieves, so stop questioning your betters.
That's true. Where would he put him? That's fair. What we have here is a failure to communicate. We'll do a new save. So yeah, back to the ghost thing. Ghosts could be real. Aliens, ghosts, all that jazz. I lean towards more the... I'll believe it when I see it. Concrete proof see it. Not, here's a video of someone with a string and a saucer. Or any of those ghost hunting videos. I think South Park put it best. Ah, it's peeing down my leg.
There are ghosts wandering the land.
So...
The Emperor won't allow those
No shade if you do
pirates to
believe
keep
in that
attacking the
stuff. Yeah,
villages.
more power
You'll
to you.
see.
Just, I'm a skeptic. When it comes to philosophy, one of my schools would be skepticism. I'm also a big fan of Diogenes the dog and a lot of what he believed.
Is the Emperor really 10 feet tall?
Yes.
Does he really float?
Yes.
Is he really so beautiful that he makes people cry?
Yes.
Is he?
Yes.
If Captain Ing can't get this
Oh, you've said that before. Not you, but... So yeah, in the comments, let me know. Give me proof. I'm more than happy to read about
This
people's
is
personal
bad.
stories.
Oh, this is bad. River dried up, pirates everywhere. This is worse than the long drought.
You've been in the sun too long. The long drought was bad. This is nothing.
5 people died yesterday. Pirates raided one of the outlying farms, took the whole family as slaves.
Old way.
Hey, what do you want?
Thank you for not making me do another old man voice.
I'm Wei. Some call me old.
I don't have many of
That's
them.
because they don't know old Chan. If I'm old, he's ancient. He's at least a week older than me.
That's old.
Of course, we're both pretty old compared to most of the people in Tien's Landing. Like, most of them don't even remember what it was like before the flood.
Tell me about the flood.
18 years ago, Emperor Sun was young and flush with success from ending the drought. He began public works all over the empire, including the great dam downriver. The workmen came and started building it near our town. We were not engineers, and so we were not sure what it would mean. Some worried that it might flood us out. Most were unconcerned. After all, if there were any danger, the Emperor would tell us, surely. One day, the great dam was finished, and the floodgates were closed.
Foolish peasants.
The town...
He doesn't care. He's just like,
We took what we could and fled. Mothers ran about screaming for their children who'd gone out to play. Children screamed for their dogs. Some
Poor
folks
dogs.
climbed to the roofs of their houses and refused to leave. We survivors straggled upriver. Some collapsed from exhaustion, but the water kept rising. I carried a boy and a girl, and I saw another boy fall, but I couldn't carry him.
No.
Finally, I fell over too, and when I woke, I found the water had stopped rising.
Go on.
The Great Dam had created an enormous lake, and we settled our new town on the banks. The lake completely covered the ruins of our town. Life went on, but no word ever came from the Imperial City. No warning, no explanation. Did we displease the Emperor, or were we just beneath his notice? I will never know. The crewmen who manned the Great Dam would come to town sometimes, but they knew no more than we. I will go to my grave, never knowing.
Never knowing, no. I saw the ruins on my way here. They aren't underwater.
A few months ago, the Emperor's engineers and soldiers left. They just went off in the night. Soon after, the Great Dam opened on its own. There wasn't anyone around. The water drained, revealing the old ruins. And underwater these 18 years. And now they're back. I don't know what made the Great Dam open. Some say it was ghosts. They say those who died in the town don't want to be forgotten.
You never sought revenge for the flooding of your town?
You look like you know how to fight. You look like you can stand up for yourself, so you don't understand. We are villagers. We farm and fish. We live at the mercy of the gods, nature, the Emperor. If one or all of these masters is kind, it is good. If one or all choose to be cruel, well, there's nothing we can do about it. We just have to get the fish hauled in.
No one here will talk about the ruins.
The people started a new life here, but there was much pain and sorrow. Conversations would trail off. At night you could hear women sobbing, and not a few men. Finally, people stopped talking about the past, and then they refused to talk about it altogether. And eventually they pretended it never happened.
Thank you for telling me your story.
Oh, thank you for listening, youngster. Not many do anymore.
Alright, so if you're wondering why I ramble like I do, it is not a normal thing. Again, if you're new to the channel, I try to pretend that you're sitting next to me to the best of my abilities. Not a professional. Professional crazy guy, maybe, but that's a story for another time. He-Man. Yeah. Alright, let's kick this base boss. Nope. Normally you could, but not that one.
Everything I am, I owe to the Emperor.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, I see the glint of intelligence, nobility, wisdom, consideration, and piety in your eye. A fine deity. What can I sell you?
That's a lot to see in just a glint.
Well, I make my living by knowing people. I can clearly see that you are of the finest sort. That is to say, the sort with silver ready in hand.
Indeed.
Could I interest you in some seed? What about a pitchfork? I have hay as well.
Do you sell wind maps?
I'm afraid I do not. Just a few years ago, you could find wind maps everywhere, although only the rich needed them with their airship racing. Recently, the wind maps have disappeared. I know that when the Emperor's men left Tien's Landing, they took all the wind maps with them. There are those who say, but it is not important.
Tell me.
Some say that Death's Hand is collecting all the wind maps and destroying them so that only he and his minions may travel freely about the Empire.
It's a smart play.
However, I do not believe such talk. I believe firmly in the goodness, kindness, and wisdom of our Emperor and all those around him.
So no one has wind maps besides Death's Hand?
I suppose there may still be merchants in the Imperial City who have some, and they were once so widely available that there must be some here and there.
Probably in the
But I do not
ruins.
have any, nor do I know anyone who has one.
Then let me see your wares.
I have the finest selection of seed, I carry excellent baskets, wonderful fishnets, and superb boat scrubbers.
Do you have anything useful like weapons or magical items?
I have a cloak so warm it's like a weapon against the cold. I have a scrubber so good that it cleans like magic.
That would be useful. You don't actually have anything I'd want, do you?
I am glad to hear you say what I was thinking.
I'm psychic.
A completely unfair assertion. After all, who wouldn't want a basket so big you can carry 2 babies in it?
Do they have to be your own? I'm done speaking with you.
Very well. When you're ready to spend, I am ready to sell. Greetings once.
You sell wind maps.
I'm afraid.
Tell me, have you ever thought the Emperor might be less than good?
Absolutely not. How dare you question our beloved Emperor? If you will desist from...
Let me see what you have. Alright, so this is a dead end. There's that guy.
Lord Yun has put out a call for aid. Will none of you answer?
Finally, someone approaches me. I was worried that this town's courage had drained away with the water. You look like a man who is trained for combat. Would you like to put those skills to the test?
Maybe, baby. If enough silver's on the line, I'm interested in whatever you have to say.
A mercenary, are you? What else should I expect in this town? If you have the skills, then Lord Young
I
has
don't
the
know,
silver to
fishermen?
pay for them.
Merchants?
The great southern forest, which lies north of this village, suffers from a terrible disease.
I can't punch a disease.
Every tree within its borders sickens, and the place is infested with ghosts of all manners.
Does anyone know what causes the sickness?
If we did, would I be here?
Yes,
Lord Yun, my
just
master,
because you know
seeks
what
a way to
causes it
open the
doesn't mean
forest
you
again
can
and
fix
make
it.
safe for travel. He is prepared to reward whoever aids him. Our men are no match for the ghosts in the forest. Perhaps you are.
Maybe, baby. What's happening in the forest again?
As I said, the trees in the great...
Yeah, the
no
trees.
caravan dares to travel its depths, cutting off huge sections of the south from the Empire's heart. And Lord Young collects no taxes when no one travels his lands.
How do I reach the forest?
You must leave Tien's Landing via the gate and follow the roadway to the north. The forest is but a short journey away, and Lord Yun makes his camp at the base of a hill, which should be easy to find. The path there is relatively safe, but travel beyond his camp and things worsen considerably.
Goodbye.
Go safely, and remember what I've said. Lord Yun needs the help of able warriors like yourself.
Alright, so we got another mission. Let me be honest. Let me be an honest merchant who used to make good living in this town, but those drunken sailors stole most of my goods. I have nothing to tell you. What have they taken? Most of what is missing is perishable items. Grain, baked goods, fruit. There's little chance of getting them back, and they're hardly worth the effort. The only thing I'm really upset about is clay figurine. Yesterday, Tong, one of the sailors, took it. There was nothing I could do to stop him. Figurine isn't worth much, but belonged to my mother. I wish there was some way to get it back. Have you told the authorities about this?
Normally
Normally I would look to local officials' help, but as you've already seen, Minister Sheen can do little about these sailors. Nobody in town can help. We are just simple villagers. Tong knows he can do whatever he wants to me and get away with it. I want to ask about something else. Of course, Honorable One. What is your wish to know? How could the Great Dam be closed? I'm sorry to say, I don't know. But surely a dam that can be opened can be closed. The engineers and architects must have made some sort of mechanism. I'm just a humble merchant. You should speak to Mr. Shang from the Ministry of Harmony. You would surely know more about this than I do. Where is the Great Dam? The Great Dam, it is located beyond the haunted ruins in the old town. It would be inadvisable to go there. As I said, it is haunted. Rumors say that the ghosts of those who died when the dam was closed have risen and seek vengeance. It is hearsay, of course, but still I would never go there. I'll be going now. Of course, this humble merchant, thanks for your time. Greetings once again, blah blah blah. Where can I find Tong? Oh, his friends are usually off getting drunk. Oh, we talked to him. Near the storehouses, past Beggar's Pier in the southeast end of town. Be careful, I've heard they're good with their fists. I'll be going now. I'll go talk to Tong for you. Thank you, Tong. His friends are usually off getting drunk, blah blah blah. If you convince him to return my mother's figurine, I'll give you a discount on all my merchandise when it arrives. Alright. We'll do that. And let's talk to this guy, just in case. Oh, what's this? The airing of grievances. Being a collection of the indignities suffered by Mr. Shang at the hands of the backward shanty town of Tian's Landing. His hat has been soiled, a parchment was stolen from him before a speech at a community gathering. His cat was viciously threatened, a chair at his table was placed backwards, his finger was slammed in a door not once but thrice. An egg was thrown at him by an unknown assailant. His cart was stolen, filled with soiled garments, and then returned. His face was ridiculed by young children. His prized tomberry was squashed. It is suggested that he performs acts of deliberate indecency upon himself. He was forced to suffer the interminable petty gripes of the people. His hair was accused of being impermanent and false. The honor of his family was impunged. He suffered a disabling attack by a pack of bees. His reputation was maligned by brigands. A local dog evacuated in the minister's shoe. He was given a gift of turtle eggs by a visiting merchant. It was suggested... Why is that a grievance? It suggested they would be able to trace his lineage to a simple courtesan. He was referred to as smelly, slipped in mud, no doubt placed in his path by jealous townsfolk. Sailors burned down his office. Oof.
I work for the Ministry of Harmony, so leave me alone.
Let's save, because you know what we're going to bring up.
It is not easy to be Minister Shane. Beset with troubles and doom, and now interrupted by some difficult stranger. Truly, can you not see that I am busy watching my career slide into oblivion? Minister Shane simply hasn't time for your petty concerns. I have problems of my own.
Oh, I bet. What kind of problems do you have?
This backwater pimple of a town lives off of the lake created by the Great Dam. But the Great Dam is open and the lake is dry.
Oh, we know.
It's dying. Under my supervision.
Why is the Great Dam open?
I have nary a clue. Unless... Oh, very well, you convince me to talk. It is dangerous to say anything, but I am a brave man.
Very brave.
That horrible Inquisitor, Lim. Lim oversees the Lotus Assassin operations in this
Now we're
area.
getting somewhere.
A few weeks ago, he came to town and demanded a key to the ruins. Then his men went up there and opened the Great Dam.
Nobody else seems to know about the assassins.
I didn't want the town to panic, so I kept Lim's presence here a secret. Better the peasants think it was ghosts. A much less terrifying idea. Inquisitor Lim has his assassins searching for something, though what it is I couldn't say. Minister Sheng knows better than to stick his nose in the business of the Lotus Assassins.
Is there anything I can do?
Some brave soul must travel through the old ruins, which are absolutely not infested with ghosts, and close the great dam. The gate to the ruins is locked, but I have a key. I cannot order or even ask someone to go do this.
Let's get the key before we ask
The ruins will flood.
about the burning.
Various assassins and soldiers will be killed. Not good for my career. But if I happen to lose the key and someone happened to find it, the town could be saved and the problem solved without any sanction from me.
Is there a reward for doing this?
Not for me, certainly, because I never asked you to do anything, right? Now, I happen to know of a ship's captain down on the waterfront, Ing, I think, who is trapped here.
Mm-hmm.
He has a big cargo rotting in his hold. I am sure he would pay a good sum to anyone who could close the great dam. Of course, being a stranger, he'd not be able to tell you that you'd need to go through the ruins which lie through the west gate. Tourists rarely know the lie of the land, you see.
Would you happen to not know anything about flyers while we're at it?
Minister Sheng remembers when flyers were reserved for the wealthy elite of the imperial city.
So pirates have flyers, so that's where we'll get the flyers from.
Countryside. Disgraceful. I suppose in theory you could find a flyer at the pirate camp upriver. In practice, however, I doubt you would find the pirates very accommodating. I suppose Rue the bosun is mad enough to take you if he's drunk. Yes, Rue is surely the only one who would make the trip. And then the pirates would kill you.
Where can I find Rue the bosun?
Rue announced 3 days ago that he was going to close the great dam, but first he stopped at the Teahouse for a bowl of wine. As far as I know.
I still need to go to the Teahouse. I need to find where's the Teahouse?
Minister Sheng has been reduced to a tour guide. The Teahouse is the large building just down the hill from here, near the entrance to the town.
I need to find a flyer.
Minister Sheng remembers when...
Okay, I'm sorry I said that. That's all you know. Has a fleet of flyers passed by here recently.
I recently saw a large fleet of flyers pass by. The Minister Sheng held out hope that they had come to escort him away from this demeaning post and back to the Imperial City. But the flyers never stopped in Tien's Landing. They headed upriver towards the pirates' camp. No doubt they went there to refuel, though where they are now, I could not say.
What can you tell me about these pirates?
The pirates are just one more affliction that plagues this troubled town, and yet another headache for poor Minister Sheng. They raid the surrounding countryside, swooping down with their flyers to capture slaves. Do you know how bad it looks when someone under my jurisdiction is captured by slavers? Fortunately, they haven't attacked the town itself yet. Gao, the man I hear is running,
Gao
knows that would draw too much attention.
Did you say Gao was in charge?
Yes, I believe that was his name. Gao. An unsavory character by all accounts. There are even rumors he is connected to that infamous crime syndicate known as the Guild. The pirates have been operating in this area for many years, or so I was told. However, things became much more serious when Gao took over. The pirates started using flyers and gathering slaves at an enormous rate. I imagine things are very unpleasant over at their camp. Not that I'm willing to go take a look.
Hasn't anybody tried to stop them?
Are you accusing Minister Sheng of neglecting this problem? It's not that easy. One can't simply point and say, the pirates are over there. Well, actually, one can. But the only approach is by river, and no sane bargeman would be willing to risk such a journey. Sane people don't go looking for the pirates. They avoid them. I suppose Rue the bosun is mad enough to take you if he's drunk. Yes, Rue is surely the only one who would make the trip. And then the pirates would kill you.
Let's go back to my other questions.
Oh yes, let's. Nothing would please Minister Sheng more.
Your flyer, I already know that. Oh, you know about the pirates here. I want to ask about something else.
Certainly. Let us discourse on a variety of topics.
Alright, you're getting it, buddy.
Minister Sheng has anything better to do. What shall we talk about?
I'm curious about you.
Ah, my favorite subject. Ask and Sheng, Imperial Minister of Harmony for this entire region, will let you bask in the glory that is me.
Doesn't this entire region just consist of this town?
Don't. Why, how dare... Yes, you are right. I am minister of this bleeding cesspool of a town. And yes, it is because I am in disfavor. Are you through? Because you haven't yet picked on my appearance or my family history. Why stop short of completely obliterating the last little bit of dignity to which Minister Sheng clings?
What does the Ministry of Harmony do?
Woe to Sheng that his sole ally is an uneducated simpleton. The Ministry of Harmony oversees taxes and executions for this entire region.
What's the difference? Why were you sent to Tian's Landing?
Judge Fang, the Chief Minister of Harmony. He didn't want me.
I'm sure we'll meet Judge Fang later.
He sent me here.
Once we get to the capital.
In the history of the Empire.
But why did he do that?
Jealousy! You see, by the rosters of the Imperial bureaucracy, I am next in line for Fang's job. It was only a matter of time until Minister Sheng ascended to his position.
Things I find hard to believe for
Fang does
1100.
not think much of me, so he banished me to this remote branch of the Ministry of Harmony. Now one of his lackeys will take my rightful position as his successor.
Why are you standing here in front of a cart?
The shame. Since the Great Dam opened and the lake drained, there has been a ship trapped in port and the sailors are growing increasingly rowdy. Some of them got drunk and set fire to the Ministry of Harmony's office. That is the ruin of it over there.
Someone should do something about those sailors.
What can be done? The sailors want to leave as badly as the town wants them gone. But until the dam is closed, their ship isn't going anywhere. I'm sure Captain Ing down by the pier would offer you some sort of reward to close the Great Dam and free his ship. That is what we in the Ministry of Harmony call a hint.
Yeah, I got that.
Heck.
Need information about the Empire. I want to ask about the Empire.
I am knowledgeable and well-traveled.
We'll go with that.
Very well, let me elucidate.
Because I think if we ask about the town, we'll ask about the burning. What do you think of the Emperor?
A giant among men, superb, the best
Oh, of
emperor
course he
ever.
thinks that.
Surely he will soon allow me to return to the Imperial City. Surely.
Yeah, it's at the Imperial City capital. What do you know about the Death's Hand?
Of course, I hold all the Emperor's advisors in the highest esteem. Death's Hand serves the Emperor, as do we all. He is a trifle terrifying, however. But I respect him. Oh, yes, I respect him so very, very much.
Blink twice. Tell me about the Imperial City.
Oh, I miss it so. And it misses me, I am sure. A grand place, but I fear I shall never see it again. Even the mention of the name brings sorrow to Minister Sheng's heart. Please, let us discuss some other topic. Recollecting the grandeur of the Imperial City in these mean and meager surroundings is too cruel a tragedy to bear.
Something else. Yeah, I need info about the town.
Oh, please, ask away. Minister Sheng, that...
I need some directions.
Directions? Are you taunting Minister Sheng? This is not the Imperial City. One could hardly get lost in a place like this. Just look around and you'll find what you seek.
Tell me the history of the town.
Minister Sheng may be banished to this festering boil of a town, but I refuse to learn anything of its history. There is far too much for me to worry about as it is. Ask your questions of the old fool who crouches on the north side of the square, muttering to himself about the old...
Days. There seems to be a lot of drunken sailors around.
A ship was in port when the great dam opened and the river drained. Now it is
Alright, I think we exhausted all the dialogue outside of the tea house, which we will do in the next video. I'm gonna go take care of
sure Captain Ing down by the pier would offer you some sort of reward
Tong.
to close the great dam and free his vessel. That is what we in the Ministry of Harmony...
Call in. Yeah, I got it. Goodbye.
Yes, go and leave Minister Sheng alone to ponder his troubles. Now go close the great dam, and I never said that.
Ruins key. 500 XP. Okay. Alright, let's go take her Tong real quick. Come back to the weapon guy. Greetings, stranger. I noticed you speaking with Mr. Shang. I wonder if I could have a moment of your time. Who are you? I am Merchant Zhang, wine seller. I serve the community by entertaining these sailors trapped in our town. I need the help of someone with a steely eye and a steady hand. Exactly how much are you selling your wine for? 20 silver for one bowl, honored stranger, in advance, but we have other matters to discuss. I need the help of someone like you, someone sharp and fast. 20 silver, that's outrageous. That is what the market will bear. I'm a slave to the market forces now. If it wouldn't trouble you, I need the help of someone to get things done. Just tell me what you want. This is an excellent time to be a wine merchant. The sailors trapped in our town were on the river for quite a long time, and they had saved up massive amounts of silver. Made me a rich man, but still have much silver to spend. I have a large enough supply of wine to last many moons before my stocks run dry. I saw you speaking with Mr. Shang, worthy one. I suspect you to go out to the Great Dam and close it. Am I right? Do you have a proposition or not? I like the way you come right to the point. Shows that you are strong and decisive. I will answer the same way. I do not want you to close the Great Dam. If the Great Dam closes, the water level rises, and those sailors will float away with all their silver. It would be a ridiculous waste of a golden business opportunity. I want you to destroy the controls of the Great Dam, leaving it forever open. Then there will be no danger of some adventurer coming by and closing it. What'll you give me if I do this?
You cannot be seriously considering this.
Of course I'm considering it. Doesn't mean I'm going to do it. I hope you have more determined self-interest in your companion here, who's all the way over there. I believe that everything has a value and a place. I place a value on your actions. If you perform this service for me, I will pay you 20% of my profits to date. Rest assured, it's a very substantial sum. What if I expose your plan? You have no proof I asked you to do this. It's just my word against yours. Who will they believe? A stranger new to town or a respected merchant? I'll help, but not for the silver. This town will be made stronger if it survives this crisis. Ah, you're one of them, are you? Follower of the way of the closed fist? Whatever your motives, I think we both understand the language of silver. No need to rush to a decision. Just keep it in mind. If you destroy the controls, bring me some proof and I will be happy. And I will happily honor my word. Reading, I promise I can read. 20% of my profit to date. Remember that.
Is there anything you...
No. Where'd he go? He just disappeared. Okay, now I'll save it here. Now I'll go take care of Tom. And next time, we'll take care of the forest things.
And again. So now Minister Sheng must explain the laws of physics and nature to you. I am reduced to the role of simple tutor. But as I need your assistance, I shall answer your
I
questions.
thought we were done talking.
The dam is downriver from this pustule of a town. When it was closed, it caused the flow of the river to slow. The water backed up and the level of the river rose. Now, however, the dam is open and the water drains away, leaving the river nothing but a trickle in a bed of muck. This town is doomed,
Muck.
along with my political aspirations.
Yep, that sucks. Alright, I can't turn the guy in, so... Okay, we're good. So let's go take care of Tong. I don't know. A share of profits of silver would be nice, but... I think I'd get more experience by solving all their problems than I would if I didn't, right? Because then I would solve the sailor's problem, I would solve Master Sheng's problem. Oh, here he is. It's good to talk with you again. I hope you have not forgotten my earlier business proposition regarding the Great Dam. Is there somewhere around here I could get a flyer? The only flyers around Tianling are owned by pirates. They keep them on the island they use for a base upriver. Ask Minister Sheng about it if you like. I'm sure he'd be more than happy to complain to you about another problem he hasn't been able to solve. Where can I find Rue the boatswain? Rue used to come by here every day for his daily bowl of wine until his funds began to run low. Last I saw, he was at the Teahouse. You could try looking for him there. Let me see your wares, wine seller. As I told you before, I sell only one thing. I doubt you like my new prices, especially with the dam in the state. I'd rather not anger one such as you. Of course, if you need something else, there are other merchants here to talk to. In that light, is there anything I can do for you? Goodbye. A pleasure doing business with you.
Hello. But for now...
Alright, he doesn't have anything new to say either. Let's do this. I should have enough now to buy... feel comfortable to buy that, right? Because it looks like money comes pretty easy.
Hello again.
What's on my mind? Let me see. Where is it? It was balance of nature plus 15. Yeah, purchase. Boom. Anything bumps up chi is good in my book. Focus, always a perk. Get that upgraded.
You.
Yeah, he doesn't want me help.
You again. What do you want now? Can't you see we're busy?
You stole a figurine from Merchant Chung.
Figurine? You mean that clay statue? Pretty little thing. I just borrowed it for a while. I didn't steal it.
Why did you take it?
My ma used to have figurines like that. I ain't seen her in a long time. I really miss her. I just borrowed the figurine to remind me of her.
Enough talk. Time to pay for your crying thief.
White demon.
And I just smash left mouse button.
Wait! Stop hitting me! Just take the figurine. Take it! I didn't mean to cause no trouble. I just wanted the figurine because it reminds me of my ma is all.
We're gonna test something out here.
I haven't seen her in so long.
I want to see what nets me the most experience. Quit crying, you blubbering baby.
I ain't crying. I just got something in my eye. I gotta go back to the boat now. Come on, boys, let's go.
Alright. Get the clay figurine back. But what happens if I attack his buddies first? You gotta remember, tab is the cycle. Also, let's see if Intimidate, if you get experience for passing these checks. Stole the figurine. Why did you take it? Intimidation.
Hey, you don't have to get all mad or nothing. I ain't looking to fight you.
Something went up.
Here, take the figurine. Oh, yeah.
We got 20 experience. Open palm. So far that seems to be the way to go. Alright. Stole it. Now you'll pay thief. Are you crying? Alright, so that seems to net the most experience. Right? 39, 34. So yeah, switch, beat up his guys. You lose out on the open palm thing, but
oh, gee.
Yep, we're going with that. The route that gives me the most experience. Alright, we got the figurine. What is that? Cancel. I don't know what that is. Alright. So. You want to be on that if you want to start a harmonic attack. Because that's a support style. And then after you start with that, you switch to that heavy attack. That martial art, which is White Demon. Greetings again, yeah. I have your figurine here. I don't believe it. Thank you, Mighty One. You have no idea what this means to me. I have no silver to offer you, but I'll give you a discount on all goods I sell as soon as the dam is closed and I can replenish my stock. Tell me about Shang and the Ministry of Harmony. Ministry of Harmony is represented here in Tian's Landing. The Ministry normally oversees the collection of taxes and distribution of justice, but with the problems that have been plaguing the area of late, he cannot do this job well at all, although I would never say to him. Okay, I'll be going now. Yeah. Lost that. That gave me... Yeah, I'm leaning more towards open palm now, looks like. I'm so close to leveling up. Alright, folks. I'm going to call it here. Or should we go into the Teahouse? Let's go into the Teahouse. And then we'll call it, right? That's like the last area I have to go to. And then that way we can just pick up Steam and steamroll through this place, huh? Collect all the quests. Because what time are we at? 2 hours and 14 minutes. Alright, I ran a little long with this one. I ran a little short with the last one, so just stick with me. Oh, she wanted to teach me something.
Good, you're here. We can continue where we left off before.
You've got unfinished business with us first.
There are important matters at hand, yet you fellows keep interrupting.
Yeah,
I'm surprised you're
stop.
this eager to get another beating so soon.
This time we brought some friends to even up the odds.
That's right, I can turn into a toad demon. Oh snap. The Ginyu Force. Jace.
White demon. Toad demon form. Heavenly wave. White demon. Heavenly wave. White demon. Heavenly wave. White demon.
No! Oh man. Alright, so maybe I shouldn't use the toad demon form for that. Reload game. Did it save as soon as we entered? That'd be nice. It didn't. Okay, so we have to do the walk of shame back. Man. I like the toad demon, I can't stay in that form for too long. I also need to remember to use my focus, right? Which is F. Teahouse.
You've got unfinished business with us first.
Press escape and skip, okay.
White demon. Heavenly wave. White demon. Heavenly wave. White demon. You're in heavenly wave. White demon. Heavenly wave. White demon. Heavenly wave. White demon.
Okay. I mean, that got
You
us a
certainly
level,
look
so.
like Lee's top student, though there's something odd about how you fight. I can't put my finger on it.
I use
It doesn't
mash.
matter. The sailors won't bother
It's
us
fine.
again. We can get back to business. Sun Lee gave me instructions
Martial
to await
arts.
you if anything should happen. I have prepared for this day for well over a decade.
I have other things to do. Are you saying Lee knew he'd be kidnapped?
The full extent of what the glorious strategist
Metal
knows
Gear.
is beyond my mind to comprehend. He is without peer.
Oh wait, that's not his
All
voice.
I know is that I had instructions to wait for you. Sun Lee asked me to seek a piece of a special amulet he wanted
Do you have it?
his prized pupil to have. It was broken apart and
Yeah,
scattered
there's
when
supposed
the
to be one
spirit
here.
monk temple fell.
There's 3 pieces.
He intended to, and I assume he did, give the main piece to you. Rumor placed a smaller part with a fleeing apprentice monk, but it had been some years and the trail was cold.
Mm-hmm. So you search for the rest of the amulet.
I eventually learned the monk had fled to Old Tien's Landing. He was there a year or so, but died of lingering injuries.
Oh, great,
and
he's
was
a
buried
ghost.
with his possessions unsorted.
We have to fight the ghost.
It was rushed at the time because the new dam
We should
was due
upgrade our
to close
health,
and
maybe a
Old
tick or
Tien's
two.
would become a watery tomb. The amulet was beyond reach, so I came here and waited. Now the Lotus assassins have drained the lake and exposed the ruins of Old Tien's Landing. It seems they are searching for this piece of the Spirit Monk amulet too.
How do they know about it?
The Emperor is privy to much. I don't know his motives, but any aid to you is likely a threat to him. You must go to the ruins and find the amulet piece meant for you.
How long have you been waiting for me?
It is coming on 15 years now. As I said,
Oh,
I
geez.
learned the location of the amulet after the monk died in Old Tien's. It has been difficult serving and waiting in silence.
What if my flyer had malfunctioned properly? You'd have waited for nothing.
I choose to believe that my service was valuable and vital. You would have come here eventually. The amulet would draw you at least.
That's fair. I want to ask you some questions.
My assignment is to
That's
give
the
you
voice,
information
right?
to help you
Yeah.
acquire the amulet. I will gladly answer whatever questions I can.
Tell me what you know about the water dragon.
It is said that the water dragon is the shepherd of the dead and a symbol of
We've
life
met her.
and restoration.
At
Beyond
least
that
I'm
is
assuming that's her.
philosophy and not for a soldier to know. As you see, I know little about the celestial powers. I knew less before Sun Li asked this service of me. I thought such beings were beyond physical assault. I was mistaken. I don't know how the attack was made or what blade could cut the heart from a god, but I do know that any man who would attempt such a plan is arrogant beyond imagining.
Can you tell me more about the amulet?
I only know that I had to find the piece I was tracking. I did so. It is in the ruins. You must find it before the Lotus assassins do. You will need it to help your master.
How do I get to the ruins?
The gates leading to the ruins are locked, but Minister Shang can give you the key. You can find him in the town square, the highest point in Tien's Landing. I suspect the minister is eager to have someone investigate the opening of the Great Dam. You can use this as an excuse to get the key and explore the ruins.
Can you tell me anything else about the spirit style? Spirit
You are
thief
wise
style.
to ask.
That's
It is
it.
a difficult but essential skill to master.
When should I switch to spirit thief?
Spirit thief is always useful. It is common to get run down or injured during battle, and you can tire yourself even further concentrating your chi to aid yourself. When you are feeling such a drain on your resources, switch to Spirit Thief, and
I
each
forgot I
successful
had
blow
that.
will restore you slightly. The drain will not hamper your opponent, however.
Do you have a favorite tactic you could share?
If you power through an opponent's guard with its strongest attack, it can briefly immobilize an enemy. During this, you can concentrate and increase the restoration.
I need to give that a try.
If you use that time to attack with another style, be careful. Your opponent may not be as vulnerable as they seem, and one must never be overconfident of victory.
Go over the basics again.
Spirit Thief does no damage to your opponent. Each successful hit instead restores your
Excuse
chi
me.
a small amount. This allows you to continually make use of other abilities. Magic styles tax you, wear you down, as does concentrating your chi to heal.
Oh,
Use
allergies
Spirit
kicking in.
Thief to restore yourself and stay at your best almost indefinitely.
I want to ask you something else.
My assignment is to give you information to help you acquire the amulet. I will gladly answer whatever questions I can.
Boatswain, can you tell me the spirit thief style? Tell me more about the amulet.
I only know that I had to find the piece I was tracking. I did so. It is in the ruins. You must find it before the Lotus assassins do. You will need it to help your master.
Alright, do you know where I can find Rude, the boatswain?
The townsfolk
Boatswain.
commonly refer to him as Rue the Drunken Boatswain. He's upstairs. Actually, he might be on the stairs, passed out.
I have questions about you.
I am unimportant, but I promised I would aid you as best I can, so ask your questions.
Tell me about you and Master Lee.
There is little to tell. I served him years ago in the Imperial Army. I was a tracker and a soldier. I was not at Dirge when it fell, but I heard the tale of Sun Lee's death. But I refused to believe he was dead. In time, my faith was confirmed. He sought me out and told me what really happened.
Oh, we're supposed to
I
have
swore my
thunderstorms. That's
loyalty
what's
to him on
probably
the spot.
affecting my... Yeah.
I revere him as a teacher, and I revere him. Even when he ordered me to distant lands, my loyalty never wavered. But I am tired. I long for an end to my service.
You sound regretful.
Sun Lee is a great man, driven by greater goals and ideals. Sometimes his gaze is lifted so high that he does not see what is right in front of him. We who serve him are sometimes forgotten, left to toil in obscurity until the time to act is thrust upon us. So it was with me, waiting for you.
Why was Master Lee never mentioned? Why has Master Lee never mentioned you?
That would be a question for him, wouldn't it? I can only say that Sun Lee devoted his life to raising you, to one day right the wrongs in the Jade Empire. If he wanted to keep some small part of his own life and thoughts for himself, who are you to question that? Everyone must have their private side.
Lady. I could use another fighter. Come with me.
I cannot. I have done my part. I
Coward.
have given Sun Lee my loyalty and devotion. Now I am empty. I have nothing left. I
All the
see
more
an
reason.
end to my long service. I welcome it. I will give you what guidance and information I can, but that is all I will do.
That's something else.
My assignment.
I think that's it. I have a lot ahead of me. I should go.
Remember, go to the ruins and claim the amulet before the Lotus assassins.
As long as I'm not on a
You will
timer.
need it to survive the
I
trials
hate
that lie
timers.
ahead.
Well, with few exceptions. Not a fan of timers in video games. Okay. So we did that. I appreciate y'all sticking for the long video if you watched the whole thing. If not, remember I like to do my videos in a certain sequence of events so that you can watch it in 15-minute spurts and then come back to watch. Let's bump that up to 13. 21 points. Okay. Should I level up? I haven't felt the need to really level up.
If Three Sheets keeps running this place so poorly, he's going to lose his customers.
I thought one of the sailors trapped here might make a good husband, but they're just a bunch of drunks.
Alright. Let's check out this place. It isn't safe for a young lady in Teen's Landing anymore. Not with so many drunken sailors around.
I heard the ruins are haunted by the ghosts of those that died in the flood.
If you want tea, have a seat. The serving girl will be by directly if I don't fire her first, the useless wench. I replaced her the day I took over this tea house.
You own this tea house?
I am Three Sheets Duton, proud owner of this quaint little tea house. I recently acquired it from old Mother
Three
Kwan,
Sheets
elderly
Duton.
lady steeping tea
Now
over
that's a
in the
name.
corner.
I want to ask you some questions.
You want me to throw this troublemaker out in the street, boss?
It wouldn't be a smart idea.
Don't be stupid. You saw what this
Yeah,
man
right.
did to those sailors. He'd leave you broken and bleeding on the floor, and I have no one to clean up the mess. Forgive my guard. His intentions are good, but he's a bit slow on the uptake.
And I can turn into a toad demon.
I'd love to answer your questions, but that would interrupt my drink.
That makes this game, look,
I'm afraid that isn't acceptable.
this game gets awesome points right off the bat. I can be a toad demon. Who are you?
I am Three Sheets.
Yeah, you said that. I want to ask you some
I'd
questions.
love to answer your...
Who are you? Okay.
Yes, good. Go away. I haven't even started to feel the effects of my wine yet, and you're already giving me a headache.
I'm watching you. Don't try anything funny.
Hello, greetings, welcome. My name is Steeper Yanru, and I'll be... No, that's not right at all. Idiot. I'm barkeep Yanru now,
This
not
is
Steeper Yanru.
like how I do my openings.
I'm sorry about that.
No,
I still
no,
can't
that's
get
not
the hang
right.
of this new position. Sometimes I wish old Mother Kwan still owned the Teahouse so things could go back to the way they were.
Did the Teahouse change owners recently?
Old Mother Kwan used to run the place until Dutong bought it. Well, buy isn't quite right. It's complicated. Talk to Mother Kwan if you want the whole story.
Okay.
I used to steep the tea here. They called me Steeper Yanru. But now Dutong says I'm going to be the new barkeep. I'll have to give out advice and wine in equal doses.
Tell me more about Dutong.
I can't say too much about him. He's my boss, after all. Mostly, he just sits in the corner and drinks his wine until he gets drunk. It's a shame Mother Kwan had to give the place up. She didn't waste her days getting drunk, and she didn't make me practice giving out advice all day so I could become a barkeep.
Give me some advice.
Sure. Just remember, I'm pretty new at this. I'm still practicing. Let's try this one. Every bureaucrat knows a tree grows toward the light, but a rock grows not at all.
That's pretty bad. What does that mean?
I have no idea. Dutong just had me memorize a bunch of wise sayings. None of them make much sense to me. Maybe they'll sound better if people drink the wine.
Give me some more advice.
The wise man will always remember that falling leaves spiral downwards, but only until they rest on the earth.
Give me some advice. What does that mean?
I have no idea.
Alright, so you just said give me some more
I
advice.
kind of like this next one. If you drop a rock in a well, you'll hear a splash. But if you drop a feather in a fire, you'll hear something very different.
None of these are wise.
Here's a short one. If you must sleep on the same bed, at least try to dream different dreams. When one's foot knows what one's hand is doing, one is dangerous. But if the belly button has not been consulted, havoc will ensue.
I like that one. Makes absolutely no sense, but
I have
no idea. Yeah, I got it.
Sorry, but Dutong only had me memorize 5 sayings. You bled me dry earlier. I have no more advice left. Is there anything else you need? Slow down, my friend.
I'd like some wine.
I'm not a real barkeep. Master Dutong just has me practicing, so I'll be ready when he turns this place from a tea house into a tavern. Master Dutong wants me to practice.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Farewell. Hello. I would.
Teahouse change owners. Tell me more about Dutong. Give it up. What do you mean?
It's
No,
complicated.
we didn't do that
If
one.
you want the whole story, talk to Old Mother Kwan.
Alright. Fine. We'll talk to Tian's Landing. Is that Old Mother Kwan? That is Old Mother Kwan. But let's see what else there is. If there's anything else like break or open. Up there is going to be Rue, right? Yeah, we're looking for. Let's talk to Old Mother Kwan.
Hello, young one. My name is Kwan, but everyone calls me Old Mother Kwan. I'd like you to call me that too, okay?
Your face looks like that tree bark.
Welcome to my tea house. Oh, that's not right. No, not anymore. Sorry about the confusion.
I don't mean to be rude, but
What I meant to say
really,
was,
it looks like the
welcome
same
to
texture.
Master Dutong's tea house.
What do you do here?
Oh, I steep the tea and help clean the tables when Yanwan gets too busy. Pretty much what I used to do back when I owned the place.
Alright, we're gonna help the old lady get her place back. Where can I get a drink?
I'm afraid you will have to wait your turn, dearie. Waitress Yanwan is very busy. I'm sure she'll get to you in time. Oh, poor girl. Master Dutong works her too hard. If I still owned this place, she'd get far more than the
Oh, you'll get it
coins
back.
he gives her each week. But
Maybe not
I
this
guess
video.
he's in
Maybe
charge
not next video. Maybe not today. Maybe not tomorrow. You used to own this tea house?
Yes, I owned the tea house for many, many years. At least I thought I did. But then Master Dutong came to town with that imperial writ. Oh my, wasn't that a shock?
It's gotta be a
Turns
forgery.
out his family owns this land. They have for hundreds of years.
That's my bet.
The
It's a
land
forgery.
is his along
And if
with
not,
all
I'm
my
gonna make it a
money, so
forgery.
now he owns my tea house too.
If the game allows me.
He was nice enough to let me stay on here as a helper. I steep the tea. Yanwan takes the orders, and Master Dutong, well, he mostly just drinks his wine.
Did you check the writ to make sure it was real?
Now, why would I do such a thing?
Oh,
I can't
jeez.
even imagine anyone being so horrible they'd forge an imperial writ. No, I'm sure the land belongs to Master Dutong.
You didn't know he owned the land when you built the place?
No one knew. This was just an empty patch of rock for hundreds of years. Who would have thought the Empire had deeded it to anyone? But Master Dutong came
Yeah.
along with his writ.
His writ. I'm going to speak to Dutong about this.
That is very nice of you, my child, but what could you do? I would love to have my Teahouse back, but it belongs to Master Dutong now.
I can punch
You
it.
can't argue with an imperial writ.
The other guy wants me to punch a
All
disease.
this talk is just the rambling of an old woman. Put it out of your head and enjoy yourself. It may not be mine anymore, but this is still a fine tea house.
Alright. So we got that going on. Let's finish up talking to Rue. We're just doing what I like to do is collect as many quests as possible and then alternate, usually in the next video. Oh man, this place is bigger than I thought it'd
Rue,
be.
I know you keep saying you'll close the Great Dam as soon as you get your courage up, but it's been 3
This
days.
is Rue, huh?
Master Dutong isn't as generous as old Mother Quan used to be. You can't stay here anymore.
No, I'm sorry, Yanwan. Let me buy you a drink. 2 bowls of wine and we'll drink a toast to a better time. Just add it to my tab. I'm good for it.
One of those.
Rue, I don't have time for this. I have other customers to take care of. You have to leave now.
No, I'm really pretty sure I have to drink now. I need to get my courage up so I can go close the dam. Yeah, just another drink or 2. Or 3. Or maybe 4. Oh, more wine?
I'll handle this.
You will? Thank the Emperor. I've lots of other work to do.
And who are you? More importantly, do you have any wine handy? Or, can you get some?
That's the first time we get to see his name. Quit your blubbering, slug. I need your help.
My help? Nobody asked for my help. They don't even trust me enough to ride on my barge.
Because you're always drunk.
But I'm not some useless old drunk. I'll show them. That's why I volunteered to go close the Great Dam. I just need a drink or 2 to get my courage up first.
I'm not asking about the damn foolish drunk.
No? But everybody's worried about the dam. Why else would you bother an old drunk like... Oh no. You want to go to the pirate camp, don't you?
That's right. You're gonna take me. You're not as stupid as you look.
You can't be serious. True, my barge is the only way to get there, but the pirates are dangerous. Believe me, you don't want to go up there. Have some wine instead.
You aren't brave enough for such a fast and low-flowing river?
Mad is what I am. A real loon. Especially when I've had my fill of wine, like now. Truth is,
Of course, something else to do. What else do you need?
camp. If I didn't have more pressing business. I promised to close the dam and save the town. Truth is, I wish I'd never told anyone what I was going to do. I was a bit drunk when I said it, but I can't back out now. Everybody thinks I'm just a worthless drunk. But when I close the dam, they'll think I'm a hero. I just need a few drinks to get my courage up before I go.
Worthless drunk, redeem yourself and take me to the pirates.
Now, no need to get upset. I'm drunk, but I'm not unreasonable. If you really want to go that badly, I'll take you. You can work out some of that anger on the pirates. I'll make my way down to the little dock where I have my barge and get everything ready. Just meet me at Beggar's Pier in the southeast corner of town when you're ready to go.
I have some questions before you go.
The only questions I ever get are things like, can you leave now? And, can you not vomit in here? Are those the sort of things you're likely to ask?
No. Tell me more about yourself.
I've been poling a barge ever since I was old enough to hold the pole. Been drinking since about then, too. And that's my life. Many a bottle of wine finished, many a trip on the river. More bottles than trips, to be honest. Not much more to tell. I'm just a simple man with simple needs.
I have questions about the town.
I really don't know what you think I'll be able to tell you. I know quite a bit about the bottom of a wine bottle.
Well, we've got that secure.
I also have substantial experience with the bottom of a wine bowl and a wine barrel. But that's about it. I'm not real good at this whole question and answer thing.
Yeah. I want you sober while you're working with me.
Ha! You make a wonderful jest.
With
Wine
me.
is my best friend. She keeps me company in bad times and good. I'd soon cut out my tongue, I would. But don't let that worry you. My barge will get you where you want to go safe and sound.
All right.
Even drunk,
We'll do the
I
pirate
can
stuff
navigate
after.
the
We'll
river
handle
10
the dam
times better
first.
than anyone else in the village.
I'll meet you at Beggar's Pier.
Good. I got lots to do before we go. Check the barge, check our supplies, sample the wine. You never want to travel with bad wine.
It's kind of
He
weird.
seems sincere. It might be foolish to place our trust in someone so fond of wine,
Mhm.
but I believe he'll be there when we need him.
Okay. Thank you, Don.
Remember, meet me at Beggar's Pier in the southeast
Yeah.
corner of town when you're ready to go.
The intimidation checks and stuff don't seem too difficult to make. I think you're supposed to do the dam first, but again, the intimidation checks are
I
pretty
swear, if one more person complains about how long it takes to get their order, I'm going to quit.
Oof.
Look at these. That one.
Alright.
They say the ruins are haunted.
Dutong claims he's going to turn this tea house into a tavern. Can't see the difference myself.
Do you mind? I'm in no mood for company given my present state of despondency.
Who are you?
My name is Yaru, though some of the locals disparagingly refer to me as Yaru the Sailor. You see, I am predisposed to seasickness. Ergo, I
Oh, the irony.
despise the water. Yet I suffer their verbal slings and arrows with nary a complaint.
Sarcasm,
It's just one
sorry.
more misfortune to pile atop the great heap that buries me in misery.
What's wrong?
I am at the stage of my life in which I long for companionship. A wife with intellect and refinement.
Someone else
comparable
looking for a
but
wife.
Just slightly inferior to my own. Unfortunately, this town presents scant opportunity for a suitable match. Seamstresses, barmaids, peasants. I may as well marry the harlots selling themselves in the street.
I want to ask you some questions.
I understand your desire to seek elucidation from one whose vocabulary is elevated above the grunts and squawks of the general rabble inhabiting this town. However, I'm in no mood to converse with you, not while my heart bears the weight of my great burden.
What burden is that?
I am at the stage of my life.
Yeah, you already told me that. Maybe your standards are too high.
Or perhaps everyone else's standards are far too low.
I knew he was going to argue that.
To be saddled with a marriage of convenience, not when I deserve so much more.
And sit here and complain. Ah, you're a pompous ass.
Your jibes, canary, prick the armor of my pride. They are blunted barbs forged by the sputtering flames of your lesser intellect.
Mm-hmm.
Farewell. Perhaps we shall speak again if you ever tire of the braying and neighing of these barnyard animals.
I don't want to find him anyone. Whoa. It's an ogre.
Leave Zhang alone.
Zhang, you can't stay up here forever. This isn't your home. You need to come back with me to the farm.
No. Zhang not want to go home. Zhang doesn't want to see orcs.
It wasn't your fault. It was an accident. I need you back at the farm. Now let's go, Zhang.
No. Leave Zhang alone, or Zhang get angry and
Let's not do that,
things.
Jean.
No. Please don't, Zhang. I'll just go over here and leave you alone.
There's a lot more to do in this game than I was expecting.
What? Oh, hello there. Don't let Zhang bother you. He's really quite harmless. He's just a little upset right
now. What's the matter? What's the matter with your ogre?
Zhang does not belong to me. He works for me of his own free will. I am Dong Ping, Zhang's employer. Zhang works on my farm, but the other day he accidentally killed one of my oxen. And since then he has refused to come back. Some of the patrons here are unnerved by his size. I'm worried that if he doesn't leave with me soon, the owners may take matters into their own hands. If he gets hurt, or worse, I'll be ruined. I can't run the farm without him, but I don't know what else to do. He won't listen to me.
Don't worry, I'll speak with him.
You will? I must warn you. Zhang is, well, he's very strong-willed and very strong. I am grateful for your help.
Alright, we'll try and... I know I said like half an hour ago I'm going to call it, but I want to clear this out.
I would hate to see him hurt you, or anybody else for that matter. Speak softly to him, and you should be okay.
Actually, you know what? We'll call it here. Yeah, we'll go over here, see what else there is. Kindly Yushan, Chijin. We'll check out these guys over here.
You bringing me a drink? Look at these. That waitress is a fine-looking wench, ain't she?
Alright, yeah, we'll call it here. And we'll pick up here. And then we'll clear out the forest. Then we'll go to the dam. And then maybe we'll have time for the pirates for the next video. Oh, yeah, there's a lot to do. And I don't even know how many more zones there are. So, yeah. That'll be it. To my subscribers, I'll stay awesome. You have an amazing day. Enjoy by Roughneck Computers. I'll catch you next time. Until then, you all have a good morning, a good afternoon, and a good night.